Hey everybody, what's happening? Oh, I posted a live video not long back. Um, Supposedly there's a fox trapped on a floating dock down in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, Toms River Bay, in the bay. The floating dock broke away from somebody's house that neglected to have it removed for the winter for whatever reason. I have no clue. But we're following all the salt trucks right now. We're just at like 31 degrees. It's supposed to flip over to snow here anytime soon through the night and to I think the afternoon tomorrow. Just on my way back here to where I'm heading for tonight. But yeah, so this fox is trapped out on this floating dock in the middle of the bay, and people are up in arms about it so much that a rescue effort. Okay, yeah, anyone who knows wildlife knows that a fox is not a domesticated animal. It's a wild animal. So it's not like it's your little dog that floated away and rescuers can go over there and go, come here, little doggy, and leap into my arms, and I'm your savior and your sanctuary, and I'm going to take you to safety. So what has been determined so far with this fox is rescuers did get somewhat close today. The fox has scaraptic mange, if I say it correctly. I'm probably not, but it's a mange infested fox, which is normal for a fox. So this fox has got the mange, and by its actions, a couple of wildlife officials believe it could more than likely have rabies. So this morning on, pretty much ice-capped bay, they launched a rescue effort. Yeah, our state resources and local resources of, paid emergency personnel. They took a airboat, a motorboat, and I believe 2 or 3 jet skis. Hey, everybody, what's happening? Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's free. Subscribe, it's free. I don't charge no money to watch my videos. So, they launched this rescue effort here earlier today. And, you had like a 24-foot airboat by like 7 foot wide with a price tag, as a couple of friends have said. Thank you for subscribe. I appreciate it. They launched this rescue effort earlier today. Multiple personnel, multiple vehicles to go and rescue this fox that has been out floating on this dock in the middle of the bay for, I think this is the 3rd day it's been out there. And, it's probably close to death by now. We had unseasonably warm temperature today in the mid and upper 30s. But after today, the temperatures there are going to drop, I think, Monday night to like 9 degrees. Tuesday is 0. Wednesday is, I think, 5 degrees overnight. In a way, if this thing can survive out there without any kind of cover, where I don't see it surviving, just due to being out in the middle of that bay, it's more than likely going to succumb to the cold. But hey, I appreciate everybody. I'm like, you can see that I'm driving, so I can't personally read your names off and thank you for the like and subscribe, but thank you for everyone hitting that like and subscribe button. So they sent these emergency personnel from multiple agencies out there today, multiple vehicles, blah, 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 blah. And they're all pretty much paid department employees. When you calculate their total package per hour, per person, you're probably looking at $75 to $80 per hour cost for these people to be out there. And, swift water, cold water rescue, the survival suits like you'd see these guys on Deadliest Catch getting into. And they went out and tried to rescue this fox. And apparently, I guess 2 of the guys got out of the boat and were trying to break this ice to get to the floating dock with their arms or whatever they might have had. And they had to be rescued because the current was so strong in the bay, it was actually pulling them under the ice cap, where they had to be rescued back into the boat, or face, more than likely, death by drowning underneath of the ice. And I'm all for, hey, help an animal if it's injured, whatever, but comes a point in time, there goes one of those nasty state salt trucks putting down the shit that eats our cars away. And you probably, I'm going to say the cost of all these people to be out there, to be mobilized and everything, is well in excess of $7,000, maybe up to, on one of my other videos, one guy commented that it could have been $10,000 or $12,000 actual cost to try to rescue this fox. Not to mention the multiple personnel. You had 2 rescuers on jet skis, the personnel in the one boat, and the personnel on that airboat going out there risking their lives to try to save a fox, because all these people were yelling, somebody's got to save the fox, it's horrible, you can't let it die. Sometimes you have to let nature take its course, versus risking human life. And the hard thing with that is, if these guys are out there in the middle of the bay and they have to go over ice and whatnot to get back to shore, if there were an accident that happened where they needed water rescue personnel, rather than them being in a station house to be dispatched on the ready, here they are in the middle of a partially frozen over bay attempting to rescue a fox. Now, rescuing a fox ultimately could have put another human being's life in jeopardy of perishing, because if they needed that rescue personnel to respond on a moment's notice, they were not available. So, and tonight, on earlier today on Facebook, on one of the local area groups, they had posted they were going to hold a candlelight vigil to save the fox down on the bay, where there's 2 fishing piers and a place, if anyone's local, but I don't know, to Seaside Heights, New Jersey, there's a place called Stewart's Root Beer. It's like a hot dog and root beer float joint. They've been around for as long as I've been alive. My parents used to take me to them when I was a kid. They're the best hot dogs you've ever eaten. And being a chef and cooking in the industry and stuff, if you have never done it, I'll give you a little pro tip here. Take that hot dog and I'm not one for frying stuff. And it is the best tasting hot dog you'll ever eat when they're deep fried. A couple of minutes in the oil. You know, it's different with an industrial fryer, but you know, you got a pot at home, whatever, you put your oil in there and throw your hot dogs in there and deep fry them. They are amazingly tasty when they're done that way. And that's like a big industry standard of deep frying hot dogs when you order a hot dog. Unless you're buying it off one of them little dirty ass machines where it's turning around with a light bulb on it for a couple of days. So this whole effort and this candlelight vigil, about 7 vehicles showed up for this candlelight vigil. Did people get out of their cars? No. I meant to do a live. I did do one live YouTube, so if you look back in previous live YouTube videos, you'll see one where I was at that site where this candlelight vigil was supposed to be held, and these keyboard warriors, keyboard saviors, whatever you want to call them, sitting at home in their cozy, warm houses. Now, the stupid governor of New Jersey yesterday issued a state of emergency because some areas, like where I'm at right now, it's predicted to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. He put it, but yesterday it was a dusting to 1 inch, and he issued a state of emergency statewide. You know, up in the northern parts of New Jersey, they could get 10 to 12 inches of snow tonight overnight into Monday. So you got all these people. You know, there was probably the comments that I read, and somebody posted a picture with this little fox with a hand holding a candle in front of it. I'll get that picture and I'll actually post it up on my page. I think that goes under the community thing. But if you're not familiar with YouTube a lot, when you go to somebody's page like mine, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that does. Thank you. But you need to look at videos, live feed, community, all the different things, because YouTube gets stuff up there posted in all different ways. Like when I go and I pre-do a video where I'm not able to do a live footage and I have to load it to YouTube later, it'll come under either shorts or videos, versus even though I filmed it live, and a lot of areas you don't have that wireless connection ability, especially where I'm at, to make that kind of video. So check out all those different ones, so you make sure you can see all the feed that someone does, not just mine, but whomever it is that you watch. Hey, Katie Harris, hello. Thanks for watching. If you go back and you look at a couple of my other live videos. Okay, we're back. I'm going through a real spotty area with signal. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and notifications. I'll be on the road shortly, within a week to 2 weeks, down in Florida. I've got some really, really good interviews lined up. We'll be doing some motorcycle riding down there, going to a lot of different places, watering holes, we call them, bars, whatever you want to call them, in the biker-friendly community, meeting the people that are regular people and people that live down there, hanging out with them. There's one place I hope to hit. They do like a karaoke. I was down there last year, and I happened to be there the night they had like the karaoke going. It was awesome. You know, some of us sing like I don't even know what you say. You sound like a hoarse rooster in the morning, but it ain't about how good you sound or not. It's about getting out there and just having fun. And I found that place like a little hole in the wall. Like if I was going down the road, I would have probably just rode right on past that place. And some of the best places I've been to in my life are hole-in-the-wall places that you would think, I'm not stopping there, that doesn't look like nothing. Stop in and check them out, because they are usually the most awesome place that you could go into. And like, the people were so damn friendly and didn't even know me. I'd never been in there before in my life, and they treated me like I come in there every day, 7 days a week for the last 15 years, and like I lived next to them as a neighbor or something. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be going on. Even the way down there, I'm going to stop and see a buddy of mine that's a former Army Intelligence Ranger with 3 tours overseas in Afghanistan, Iraq, major combat veteran. I'll be doing an interview with him. He's a lifelong friend, and I'm happy that he made it back alive. And he's got some issues, but and he watches my videos. I can just say, I'm a phone call away, man. If you ever having one of them bad days, stuff's bothering you, and that goes for all my friends. I'm literally a phone call or a short drive, away to help you and help you get through whatever's going on, whether it's talking to you, hanging out with you, at the drop of a hat. That's what you do for good people, and especially for veterans. Our veterans put their lives on the line to protect not just this country, but all the people in it, at home and afar. And they should definitely be appreciated for it. I'm disgusted at the county I'm in. It's called Ocean County, New Jersey. Number one, they don't have a single homeless shelter in this county in New Jersey. The mayor in the adjacent town to here, in Toms River, New Jersey, literally took municipal vehicles like wheel loaders and stuff with the leaf-type clam buckets on the front, and went in and took this whole one community of homeless people right before Thanksgiving, went in and just destroyed everything that they had, which was nothing. It was tents, it was stuff that was donated. Everything, literally, he had destroyed and loaded into dump trucks and taken away. And encampments, I've been to one, and there's several dozen homeless veterans living within the state forest of New Jersey. Now, if you're not familiar with New Jersey, there's approximately 1 million acres of state forest land in the state of New Jersey. It's horribly dense populated, but there's still over 1 million acres of open land in New Jersey. There's no BLM land in New Jersey, if you know what I'm talking about. You can only camp in the state forest where they have a campground at a rather ridiculous rate they charge now for, whatever you want to call it, cold camping, primitive type camping. But all these homeless veterans, and I'm going to catch sometime this week. I mean, we're facing bitter cold coming up here, like 0 and 5 degrees overnight. I'm going to, I don't always have a lot, but I do whatever I can for anybody. And I'm going to try to make sure I get out to that one veterans compound camp in the state forest area, and see if there's anything that I could possibly do for any of them, especially in this horrible cold that's coming. I'm going to try to make sure I reach out and make an effort to do anything I can possibly to better the living conditions they're stuck with. And like I said, I appreciate everybody on there. Would you like and subscribe, and hit the notification thing so you get the upcoming videos once me and a good friend of mine get on the road and head down towards Florida. We'll have a couple stops prior, and lots of great footage coming up while we're in Florida. We've got a whole bunch of different places we're going to be going. So, shout out to a few people out there chatting with Stacks, Hippie Shopper Corner, a couple other ones. You know, support your veterans out there. You know, whether you are for or against, whatever, they're people. They're people out there that gave everything to protect our lives if need be, and our homeland. And whether you agree or disagree with the government, which I strongly disagree with our government, strongly, I can't stress strongly enough. They're evil, they're corrupt, they're crooked. And you know, support those veterans who are homeless. You know, you see a veteran who's down on his luck, you know, it's not just that they're down on their luck, they don't have a place to live or whatever. It's the mental aspect of what they're still going through even after they have returned home, because the Veterans Administration and associations, they don't have programs that are structured good enough to deal with the type of psychological things that these guys have been through on a daily basis. The length of time they've been in a combat type situation, and you know, they need every kind word that you can possibly give to them. And man, it's a handshake, a thank you for doing what you did. It goes a long way with a veteran, very long way, if you didn't know that. Kindness. My grandfather was a combat veteran of World War II, a machine gunner who had actually his legs blown up, and they were going to take both of his legs off, and he refused to allow them to amputate his legs. He survived, and he was able to walk on them, and lived his life, you know, with both of his legs. They weren't always in the best of shape, and they gave him problems. A grenade had been thrown into the foxhole that he was in, and he jumped on top of his, I don't know what you actually call him, like the feeder, the munition guy that fed the ammunition to him as he was using the machine gun. And when that grenade was thrown into the hole, he jumped on top of his of the guy in that foxhole to save his life, and wound up, I think he spent approximately 2 years in different military hospitals around the world, with unknown, I don't recall, it's been so many years now, how many surgeries he had to go through to save his legs. But you know, and going on is the guys that came back from Operation Desert Storm, and now you have the people that are coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq and Kabul, and all these veterans that because of the day and age we're in, they don't actually show on television anymore like they did with the Vietnam era. Live combat situations. There used to be a station called, I think it was Real TV, that was not US based. It was from another country, but if you load that up, it's still out there somewhere. It's something like Real TV or something. You get it's like a news network, but you'll get live footage from around the world, because they're their country where this station is based does not block anything from their people. You actually see one-on-one what's going down and how horrible it really is. So, look, I'm gonna run in here. I gotta grab something from my girl. I'm gonna cut this off. Everybody, tomorrow's a big day in the U.S. for our incoming president, Donald Trump. If you're outside of the U.S., as I know some of my subscribers are, it doesn't matter. Hopefully, we have peace around the world, and people stop killing people. And that's the best I can put it. Live and let live, and let's not pick up arms against one another. Let's learn how to live with one another versus killing one another. And one other quick thing is, if I can tell you, being a little bit older, is I've lost some really, really close friends that, I thought about, and I didn't take that time to pick the phone up and call them and say, hey man, how you been? How you doing? To maybe a few days later get a call, hey, did you know so-and-so passed away, or so-and-so who was a veteran actually committed suicide? And not that I probably could have stopped it. Maybe my phone call would have stopped it or prevented it from happening when it did, but I still feel like maybe if I'd have just taken a minute out of my selfish self, thinking about myself and other things, to pick the phone up and call that friend that I knew, and just to say hello to him and ask him how he was doing, maybe he wouldn't have taken his life. Or maybe the other ones that wound up passing away that I was good friends with and just did not make the time to pick the phone up, or maybe I had a little bit of an indifference with them. We had a couple of words between us or whatever. Don't let that shit, especially with your family. You get one set of family, like it or not. When they're gone, they're gone. You can't bring them back, and you can't say what you wanted to say to them after they're gone. So try to work on being the bigger person, the better person, and put it aside. It's like walking into work. You got that one son of a bitch that has dirty knees because they're trying to climb up a management ladder, or they think they're doing something for themselves to get a raise by being a rat. There's nothing worse than a rat. Trust me. Keep your mouth shut. Focus on you. Keep moving. A rat's a rat, and a rat ain't going nowhere. The rat will climb up that ladder, and all of a sudden a rat will fall off that ladder and perish. So don't be a rat. Again, I'm going to cut this video off. Peace to everybody. Let's keep it moving in 2025, no matter where you're at. Thanks again for the people watching, hitting that like and subscribe button. Please share the videos. Ask your friends to like and subscribe. And keep looking for new videos that are going to be coming up soon. Take care, everybody.